welcome back to my channel. Really quick card. I say quick, I'm hoping to make it quick, but it's going to be using the Brilliant Wings dies. We're going to be using one of these. I think it's this one, the one that I'm using. Pretty sure it's that one. And then we're also going to need to use this lovely one right here, the big one. And then for the sentiment, we're going to use the Here's a Card, and we're going to use You Made My Day. This is the card that we'll be making. So you're also going to need some basic black. You're going to need some basic black for your card base, if you like. Then you have your Magenta Madness, your Just Jade, and then your Designer Series paper. We're using the Butterfly, is it Butterfly Bijou? Butterfly Bijou. We're going to use this side, and then we're going to use this side of the paper for the butterflies. You're also going to need some rhinestones, and we're going to do some embossing. And I'll show you what folder we're going to be using in just a minute. All right, so let us get started. I'm going to move this out of the way really quick just so that I can get my paper trimmer. So we can get that out of the way at least. All right, this is going to be for standard card size. So I've already had cut this out, and I've already scored it here in the middle. So this is your 8.5 by 4 and a quarter card. All right, we'll fold that a little later. And then your Magenta Madness, which is one of the layers, you're going to want that at 4 and 5 1/4. So let us see here. Can this be 4? This can be 4. This is 4 at 5 1/4 right here. Okay, this I'll put that away later in my little scrap pile. Okay, so you have that, and then the Just Jade, we're going to want to cut that at 3 3/4 and 5. So I'm going to do 5 here. And then 3 3/4. 3 3/4. Boop, boop, boop. I try to make my cards where the measurements aren't crazy. Sometimes I get crazy and I just confuse myself, so trying to keep it simple, because reading the ruler has never been my strongest forte, not even in school. It just never stuck to my head for whatever reason. Okay, so then this one. Now, when cutting these, sometimes you don't care, sometimes you do care. I wanted the butterflies, in this case, to go, to face up versus down. So just make sure when you're cutting it that you are mindful of that, and make sure you cut it the right way, because I can't tell you how many times I haven't paid attention and I end up with, and then not to waste it, I still use it, but it wasn't the look I was going for. So for the Designer Series paper, we're going to do 3 3/4, which is this one I did it at 2. I'm going to do it at 1.5 this time around, just because I felt it was too big. We'll see if it makes a difference. So 3 3/4. So 3 3/4 would be right here to the side, and then we want it, what did I say, 1.5, so 1 and a half right there. We'll see what that looks like later. I might change my mind and still want the bigger one, so let me put this in my little folder here. And then this we can leave like that, because when we cut the butterflies we can just continue to use it. We don't need to cut it down, unless you wanted to use it in the mini, because I think that might be too big for the mini. Oh, and I almost forgot our white, basic white for the sentiment. Let's see, I have my little scrap of paper here that I want to use, make sure I use. I'll just pick that one out. And then for the white, you just want it at 1.5 by 4. So is this, yes I can, so 4. And then we're going to look for 1.5, which is right here. All right, so this is for your stamping sentiment. Alrighty. So let's go ahead and emboss and stamp and cut. So let's let's leave the stamping for a little bit later. We're going to go ahead and emboss our Just Jade, and we are using from the mini catalog, the 3D painted texture. I actually really like this one. I'm hoping that they don't retire it, because I really do like it. All right, right, let me put this together. Let me get my, what is her name? My boss lady here. And for the 3D, you just need your base, which is number 1. And they do have it here, you know, the stacking, the sandwiches. Then you put your embossing folder, and then you need number 4. And it will go through very nicely. All right, so we have that out of the way. See how pretty that looks? Okay, so we have that. Oh yes. Oh, my chip. My little pup has a bellyache, and he's currently pawing at my leg to pick him up. Papa, I can't pick you up right now. I'm busy. Yes, mommy's busy. Okay. So then, let us cut out our butterflies. Okay, so I'm gonna use this. Do I have this scrap piece of paper? Yes, I'm gonna use this scrap, which is what when I used to cut the base, I had that piece of paper. So I'm gonna go ahead and just use it to cut out some of the black, some of these things in black, and basic black. So, be a good boy. So, I will need number 1, number 2, a 3 at the bottom. I really think I probably need to replace my die, my thingamajiggers, but I'm trying to get as much out of it as I can. I'm sure we all do that. All right, so remember what I said, you want to stack them so that it feeds through the machine, not stack them, stagger them, so that it feeds through the machine easier, and you're not sitting there wondering what the hell, like I was. Okay, so I'm gonna put that to the side. I have my wonderful stuff all cut. See, I'm gonna just shove the gem to the side. Okay, and then we're gonna cut. It will be a Monday, so I'm hoping you're having a good start to your Monday. Yeah, let me get the die out. Yeah, so we're using this one in the set. Okay, put that away for a second, and let me get my. We'll set this up here. We will, the French toast, here it is. There it is. We'll put that here. So, we have a clean space. We can continue. Okay. Which I probably did that a little prematurely because I have to grab this here. Out. Yes. Okay, so we're gonna take these out as soon as this pops out. Here we go. All right, so remember what I was saying, if you have your little brush die or picker thingy, it does come with the Stampin' Up tool. So you just take your little brush and you can just die it, run it across, and they should pop out fairly easy if your cut was clean. Like I said, sometimes with if your plates are like a little too warped, it might not, you know, give it a clean cut, and you might have to either run it through again or cut them out, although that might be a pain. Because sometimes I, thankfully, have not had the situation where in between everything you kind of toss out your die because it's wrapped up in stuff. I haven't had that misfortune yet. I'm trying to avoid that because I would be very upset if I throw out a die. Okay. Again, let me clean this up. Sorry for the pup barking, but the doorbell rang, and well, that's his alert because, you know, we don't have enough with the doorbell letting us know that there's somebody at the door. Okay. Looking for my bone folder. Here it is. So now we can go ahead and fold this card. Yes, just like such. I like to give it a good press there so that the crease is nice and tight. So we're going to first layer a Magenta Madness on here. Let's get a little tab. Can I fix that? No. So can we flip it? I don't want it flipped. All right. We are going to put our layer on, and right here, that looks about right. I like to do this. Is it necessary? Probably not. All right. Sometimes with your stamp and seal, it's really good, but this one, the Stamp and Seal Plus, is made to hold a little better, especially if you're like, you know, doing all right, so there you have your layer, which is great. So then I have these little ones. Let me get my little mat here. And then it goes, the great thing is that when you cut with that other die, with the big one, you have all of these leftovers that you can use as well if you like, you know, for other projects. But for right now, we are going to use, I think it's this one. Yeah, no, this one. We can use that on another project. So I want to have this one come up. This one to be the one on top. And then this you just layer however you like. So for the first one, I want, where's my little glue? Okay, so I want, you're gonna put that there. That's probably more glue than it needs. And then I want to hold this one down like such. Okay, so you can put that there. Doesn't have to be perfect because my goal is just to get some of them to just hold it down. And then here, no, I wanted this one to be the top one, so we're gonna go ahead and then glue this one. No, wrong way. This one. Well, I guess what I can do is this now. Put it again. Line it up as much as possible. And then this one is going to go on top. Okay, I really need to change that, or replace it, I should say. Okay, so we have it there. Give it a second to dry. So then you have your, now of course if you're putting this in an envelope, you know, this will get smushed, but when it comes back up, it kind of like just automatically, well, I would hope automatically, just pops up again. But you have that, and then let us grab some rhinestones. So we're gonna go ahead and get our rhinestones, and we are going to get my pick here, and then I want a big one that's gonna go right here. Okay, and then a medium one. It's gonna go right there. And then a tiny one that's gonna go right here. You can space it out a little more so that it's, you know, you can reach down here if you want. Okay, for a second. Okay, that's done. Let me get my little sample here on the side. Next thing is that we want to put on, you know, I know I cut it. Where did it go? So that should go right there. And then let us get our paper here, and let's go ahead and do our sentiment really quick. Okay. And then because I want the Magenta Madness to be the one that kind of draws your eye, I am going to use that to stamp this. Oh, you can use a little bit more. I'll just put it there in the middle. Well, not the middle, towards the bottom. Voila. Okay. So we have that. Let's go ahead and put this down. I'll put this down here. Leave a little bit on there if you want. All right, I am going to put the butterfly next. I am going to use some glue here just to let me get this because I don't want that to get on my mat. Kind of take it there to the side and give that a second to kind of like adhere. Okay, and then put that away, and we're going to go ahead and pop this up. So grab your dimensionals. If you have the strip might be faster because it's just wham bam, but I want to use my dimensionals. Okay, and then I have my little thing here so that I don't have these because they're a pain to pick up once you get them off. So I rather just dump them in there at once. Okay, and you're gonna put that right here as such, and there you have your card. And then on the inside, I would just add my white base on the inside so that you can put your sentiment. That's what I would add on the inside, and maybe a little what is it called? The stamp to like give it a background of some sort. But there you have it. And so we have that one here. See, and then this one I did it with a different pattern, but you see the difference how it just, you know, once you have that. And then this is a little smaller, which I do like better. It's all about preference though. There you have it. All right, there's your card for today. Hope you had a good start to your week. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you Wednesday.